it seems like the lifespan of hookup culture is short because the brothers that I know that have been, and I'm in a skewed demographic because I only deal with married men or people who are about to get married.
Yeah.
But those who are like that just got married or trying to get married, they seem burnt out with hookup culture. Have you heard that or no?
Yeah, I got friends that say that all the time, you know, because, I mean, it's a lot of personalities to deal with, you know, and in this day specifically where we're so polarized against each other, it could be almost impossible to communicate sometimes, you know. So when you find somebody that you really like, it's like you don't really want to abandon that, you know, because it's not so easy to just find another person of quality, you know, these days it seems. So, yeah, I mean, I know, to me personally, I'm like, I don't understand. That's me, but I'm not everyone. You know, that's one thing I had to realize is that not everybody desires what I desire. You know, so when I listen to people and I hear what they actually want, I mean, who wouldn't want lifelong companionship at the end of the day, you know? And when you are, as a man, it can cost you a lot to be in hookup culture because you're paying for everything for the most part. You know, you're doing all the work, you're doing the pursuit and all that type of stuff. It could become overwhelming. It could kill your ego, you know, and you're only getting older and older, you know, so it's you got a limited time on that as well.
And I noticed too, man, is that the women with these, I guess you would say it, masculine women, whatever, they never learned how to interact with a man. I think that's the part we're leaving out. Like a lot of these women, unfortunately, never learned how to interact with a man, and the man didn't really know how to interact with a woman outside of his mother.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of learning that needs to take place, and people need to be open to learning. I think that's the biggest problem. They're not open to learning. They're not open to constructive criticism, and they're not open to applying the constructive criticism.
Yes.
I think that's like the source of the thing I noticed because, yes, there's a lot of criticism about women, but it's like you can't really criticize someone for something that they don't know. We can hold them accountable for not wanting to know it. But I think it's too much criticism in the sense that like they don't, when you see their backstory and you see like they've never really interacted with a real man.
Yeah.
No one has ever held them accountable or told them this can't work.
Yeah. I experienced
And I think
that.
that's the biggest problem, and I just think that it goes back to the fatherhood issue. It's just a cycle.
Yeah, it is.
You never had a man just tell you like, yo, you can't wear that to go outside.
Right.
What are you talking like?
I
Like
know,
you can't wear this to go outside. You know what I'm saying? Just something simple like that. They never heard that.
Right.
So if a dude tells them like you can't wear this to go outside because that's inappropriate, it's this big uproar, and he's trying to tell you like, yo, that's not a good look.
Right. Exactly. That's one of the things that is become painfully obvious. You know, I survey women all the time. It's like they want you to protect them from everything but themselves. You know, you don't have the authority or the right to do that, but you have the responsibility for her safety still. And that's just not a good place to be in. You know, and what you're saying is spot on. Like I've dealt with several women where one in particular with that what she wanted from a man, she had kind of been complaining about never getting, you know, and then when she finally got with somebody that she thought fit that bill, she didn't know what to do with it, you know, and it was so eye-opening for me because before lip service would work, you know, a woman could talk a good game about where she's at mentally and all that stuff, and then you get into that situation, it's like, wow. And she literally said it. She's only dealt with men that she looked down on because they were the ones that approached her all the time, so she would go with it.
And it's there's another thing with that too I learned is that this feeling worthy of. So my brother was breaking this down, right? And it made sense. You see this, it's almost like preying on a man that's beneath you. It's easier work. He can't say much to you.
Yeah.
It's just a control vibe. So you don't have to do much because it's like he's not going to hold you to a standard.
Right.
Because he's kind of like dependent on you.
Yeah.
So that's like a cop-out.
Yeah.
Then another reason too, man, is the self-worth. They don't feel worthy of a person on a certain heights.
Right.
So they can say whatever they want.
Yeah.
Right? But they'll purposely work with a person that's quote-unquote beneath them because that's their comfort zone.
Yeah.
Now, if you go to a guy that's in a different... If you actually were with the man that you claim you want to be with, you may have to keep your weight in check.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You may have to work on yourself. Now,
Right.
you will have to work
You
on
will,
yourself.
yeah.
You have to do more stuff around the house.
Right.
And he'll push you in the pursuits of your life.
Yeah. Yeah.
So in order to not deal with that, I will deal with the next man over here, then curse him out and complain. But it's like,
Yeah.
you made that decision.
Exactly. And you're literally shaping your neural network with these men. You know what I mean? So when you get, like you said, you don't have the foundation internally to even deal with this man.